Hello everyone, my name is Dinda Rahmania. So this video is for my midterm test of English literature and I chose the medieval era. So in the history of Europe, the Middle Ages or medieval period lasted approximately from the 5th to the late of 15th centuries. Comparable with the post-classical period of global history, it began with the fall of the Western Roman Empire and transition into the Renaissance and the Age of Discovery. The Middle Ages is the middle period of the three traditional divisions of Western history. There is classical antiquity, the medieval era, and the modern era. The medieval period is itself subdivided into the early, high, and late Middle Ages. Population declines, counter-urbanizations, the collapse of centralized authority, invasions, and mass migration of tribes, which had begun in the late of antiquity, continued into the early Middle Ages. The large-scale movements of the migration period, including various Germanic people, formed new kingdoms in what remained on the Western Roman Empire. In the 7th century, North Africa and the Middle East, once part of the Byzantine Empire, came under the rule of the Umayyad Salafite Islamic Empire after conquest by Muhammad's successors. Although there were substantial changes in society and political structures, the break with classical antiquity was incomplete. The still sizable Byzantine Empire, Rome's direct continuation, survived in the eastern Mediterranean, and remained of a major power empire's law code. The Corpus Juris Civilis, or Code of Justinian, was rediscovered in northern Italy in the 11th century. In the west, most kingdoms incorporated the few extant Roman institutions. Monasteries were founded as champagnes to the Christianities. The remaining pagans across Europe continued. The Franks, under the Carolingian dynasty, briefly established the Carolingian Empire during the later of 8th and early 9th centuries. It covered much of Western Europe, but later succumbed to the pressure of internal civil wars combined with external invasions, like Vikings from the north, Magyars from the east, and Saracens from the south. During the High Middle Ages, which began after 100 years, the population of Europe increased significantly as technological and agricultural innovations allowed trade to flourish, and the medieval warm period climate change allowed crop yields to increase. Manorialism, the organization of peasants into villages that outran and labor services to the nobles, and feudalism, the political structure whereby knights and lower status nobles owed military service to their overlords in return for the right to rent from lands and manors, where virtue of the ways society was organized in the High Middle Ages. This period also saw the collapse of the unified Christian Church with the East-West Schism of 154. The Crusaders first preached in 195, or military attempts by Western European Christians to regain control of the Holy Land from Muslims. Kings became the head of centralized nation-states, reducing crime and violence but making the ideal of unified Christendom more distant. Intellectual was marked by scholasticism, a philosophy that emphasized joining faith to reason, and by the founding of university. The theology of Thomas Aquinas, the painting of Giotto, and poetry of Dante and Chaucer the travels of Marco Polo, and the Gothic architecture of cathedrals such as Chartres are among the outstanding achievements towards the end of this period and into the late of the Middle Ages. The late Middle Ages was marked by difficulties and calamities, including famine, plague, and war, which significantly diminished the population of Europe between 1344 and 1350. The Black Death killed about a third of Europeans. Controversy, heresy, and the Western schism within the Catholic Church paralleled the interstate conflict, civil strife, and peasant revolts that occurred in the kingdom. Cultural and technological developments transformed European society, including the late Middle Ages and beginning the early modern period. Okay, well done. Thank you for watching my video about the Middle Ages or the medieval era. Hope you guys enjoy it, and sorry if the words sometimes are slipping out or I forgot the words I need to speak about. Thank you for watching. See you again.